Hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to another episode of Elden Ring. We're painting the giant rat. This is pretty simple. Super simple. We're going to start the week off pretty easy. As always, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members. You guys are absolutely amazing. Can't thank you guys enough. If you are interested in becoming a YouTube member just to support the channel, or if you want early access to the videos, I'd be greatly appreciative. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like what you see, if you're returning, hit it as well. It only helps me, and I really appreciate it. We're trying to get to a lot of followers. But without further ado, pretty easy. Let's go. Alright, the first thing we are going to do is obviously scrape off all the nasty mole lines you can see. There's not that many on these miniatures, so it's pretty good. After that, we're going to spray paint it in white. If you have an airbrush, I prefer that method. It just takes a lot more time. So, take some Ratling Grime and do a 50-50 mix of Lahmeim Medium or Contrast Medium, and we're going to paint it all over the fur. Now with this, we want to try and avoid all the bulbs sticking out, the pustules, the nasty, disgusting things that are on this giant rat. So pay attention to where you're kind of painting, because if you do go over with this color, it is kind of hard to fix it. For all of the fleshy areas, now there's not that many, it's just a little bit that's in the exposed skin on the left side of the rat. We're going to do some Flesh Terrors red in there. Again, I am thinning it with a Lahmeim Medium or a Contrast Medium, whatever you got. Or you can put some water in there and mix it up. It's probably the same thing. I just feel like the Lahmeim Medium works the best. So a little bit by the ear and a little bit where all of the subcutaneous fat tissue and pus is coming out on that left side. For the boils, we're going to use some Nazdreg Yellow. Now you can use this straight out of the pot. If you want to mix it with some Lahmeim Medium, you are more than welcome. But I took this straight out of the pot to give it that more rich, in-depth color. I think it looked out pretty good. And we're hitting up all, obviously, the major sections on that left side, and then all the little boils that are coming out from the back on the right-hand side near the face and the ears. For the mouth, I did mix this one with Lahmeim Medium, some Volupus Pink inside that tongue and the roof of the mouth. Now for the tail, I did mix this with Lahmeim Medium and it still went in very poorly, or went on very poorly. Some Aggaros Dunes. You can also use some Darkoath Flesh, or you can just keep it as is, or a darker brown. The darker brown might actually be better, Wildwood or Sigor Brown, but it's up to you. But the paint just did not look great on that tail, and I'm thinking it's because of the spray paint I used. Something's wrong with it, and I don't like it. Now for the flesh of the ears and the face, be mindful of the nose. We're going to be using some Darkoath Flesh. You can also use Fireslayer Flesh or Darkoath Flesh, one of the three. But I did thin it with Lahmeim Medium, and I put that on there to get some of that white to stick through. For the eyes, I went straight with some Baal Red, straight out of the pot, nothing thinned on this. And for the teeth, I did do some Morghast Bone. As soon as this was dry, I did slap some Aggaros Earthshade on there. I did not film that, I forgot to, so make sure after you put this on, let it dry for 30 seconds and then put some Aggaros on there. It is necessary. For the nose, we are going to use some Screamer Pink. You can also use Volupus Pink on here if you would like. I just went with kind of a different bit of a colorization. To highlight up the eyes, I did a little bit of Evil Sunz Scarlet on there. And then I mixed some white with that Evil Sunz Scarlet just to brighten up a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing with some Wild Rider Red mixed in with a little teeny tiny bit of white to let it stick through, just even that much more. Adds a little bit of depth to that eyes if it's got a little bit of a reflection on it. I'm also taking this Wild Rider Red and I'm putting it on all of the fleshy areas, just to add a little bit of brightness on there. Then I'm going to cover most of that pink nose with some pink horror, just to add a little bit more of a nose pinkish color to it. For all of the boils, the rotting boils, we're going to use some Yriel Yellow just to brighten up just a little bit. This is just on the top, just to give a little bit of extra yellow on there to make them a little bit brighter, make it kind of a focal point of the miniature. And then for the flesh areas, we're just going to do one quick highlight. This isn't a crazy miniature we're going to spend a lot of time on. Just get it painted and get it on the table. And then we're going to use some Kislev Flesh. For the bottom portion, we are going to be painting the base with Gryph Charger Gray. Just because I did all of my Elden Ring miniatures in this, I'm going to stick to this color. Finally, the rim of the base, we're going to do an Abaddon Black. And this is your favorite part of painting the miniature because it means you're done. And that's basically it. We'll do a spin around, and that's all she wrote, really, here in a second. And that's it. That is it. That is your giant rat in a nutshell. Looks pretty good. Not crazy great, but that white sticks out on the fur. Gives it that added depth that we're looking for. And, you know, Sometimes you just got to paint some quick miniatures to get it on the table. It's not going to win you an award, but hey, it's all right. We got a lot of minis to paint. We got many years to paint, and we're going to keep it going. So if you like what you see here, you can become a member and help really support the channel. You can subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Make sure to hit that bell button so you get alerted every single time we got a new video that comes live, which is 3 times every other week and 2 times every other week after that. So until next time, I love you all, and paint on.